Hi, and welcome to my channel. For those of you new, my name is Dave, and I work in financial services. And these videos are a mixture and journey towards my goals of financial freedom, financial products, and financial well-being, so you, like me, can reach your aims sometime in the future. Now let's get into this latest video. Now, this video is about your plans for retirement. Now, the ultimate financial plan is to set yourself up for a long and enjoyable retirement, after most people spend about 40 years in the workplace, whether that be for an employer, self-employed. Now, in order to get to that position, you need to create a specific plan or investment journey. Now, the first thing people may need to do is to picture the image of a lifestyle of the retirement you would like or you would desire. There are simple links to use, such as those on your pension provider's website, but I'm going to signpost you to two I use or recommend. The first is the moneyhelper.org.uk website, run through the Money and Pensions Service. Okay, they will have tools, they will have links about how pensions work, but also budget planning tools. And the second one is the PLSA, the Pensions and Lifetime Association, and they have what we call a Retirement Living Standards Survey. It was compiled recently, but it gives people an idea of the sort of luxuries or lifestyles they contain on an income in retirement. In order to create a successful retirement plan, you need to take an interest and get involved in your finances. Nobody should care more about your future than you. Now, hindsight is a wonderful thing. Through my day-to-day job, it amazes me the number of people I speak to who bumble along with no plan or vision. They just see their pension pot go up and down in value, and they have limited understanding of where it's invested or its potential options of accessing the future, or where those funds are invested. Now, auto enrolment was brought in 2012. It's done massive amounts of things towards pension and pension participation. It's got a lot of people contributing to pension schemes in the workplace who may not have contributed in the past, but there is so much apathy out there, and it's only in the later years when people do consider accessing a pension that they may realise it may be too late, it may be too small to fund the retirement they have initially hoped for. Now, the aim of this video is to highlight 3 key points or steps you need to take. The first one is probably the most important, is picture a vision of what your retirement will look like. Where will you live? Will you stay in the same house? Do you downsize? Do you move abroad to a country that may be cheaper to live in, as it has a lower cost of living? Okay, you will not be restricted about where you live because of you're not tied to your workplace. Okay, how will you spend your days? Will you be playing golf, fishing, other sports activities? Will you do volunteer work? Will you travel? Will you look after the grandchildren? What about spending more time socialising with friends and family members? And what sort of income may you need in future? What about a monthly income, say £2,000 to £3,000, or an annual income of £20,000 or £30,000? Take into account the aims of your spouse or your partner also. What are they looking to do? Are you working in unison? Do you have the same plans, objective as you? Sit down together and build some time or some vision of what you want as a family towards your plans and your visions. Now, point number 2 is what sort of retirement products or saving vehicles will you use to fund your retirement? Will it be a good old-fashioned defined benefits pension scheme, giving you a safe, secure retirement income paid for by your employer, which will increase every year through RPI, CPI with inflation? And in a worst case scenario, it will provide you with a spouse's pension, normally of 50% as per the scheme rules. But you're limited to what they can do with the pot. You're acting according to the scheme rules, but the risk on that pot is completely with the sponsoring employer. Or will it be a defined contribution pension scheme from your existing employer, whereby you pay contributions and they match it and they give you free money, and it grows, albeit in limited number of options, which is worth a collective value in future. you make your own pension arrangements, such as a private pension or a SIP, okay, where you can control where your funds are going, what sort of investments or products you pick, or you may put your own shares, your own funds. Now, in present in the UK, you cannot access a pension pot until the age of 55, unless you've got some kind of ill health or protected age. Now, this will be rising to 57 in the year 2028. And also, what about your state pension entitlement from the UK government? Now, presently pays £185 a week or £9,660 a year if you paid full NI, which is currently 35 years contributions. What age will it come into effect for you? Presently it is 66, but it will be rising to 67 again in 2028. Now, as part of this process, it may well be you go onto gov.uk, Future Pension Service, and you get yourself a state pension forecast. In relation to that forecast, do you have the full amount? Is it a shortfall which may need addressing? Or what you may well do, you may well create other savings vehicles and products to increase your retirement funds, such as buying individual stocks and shares. It may be an ISA account, it may be building side accounts, it may be rental income, or the other passive income, such as dividends, bank account interest, side hustles. Or do you delay or carry on working on a part-time basis, mainly because you enjoy your job, or you may enjoy the social aspect of that job? And then finally, what is your time horizon? As stated earlier, you can officially access your pension at the age of 55, will rise to 57, but you can retire any age you wish if you have enough funds or savings, okay, as the FIRE movement has provided illustrations, shall we say, in recent time. It has become popular, shall we say. One thing you may wish to do is consider how much money you need to save or invest, or what pot value you may need to build up. Put a figure on it and use the links or illustration tools on your provider's website. Take into account future contributions, potential investment growth. Consider where your funds are invested and how are they performing. Now, most workplace schemes are run through auto-enrolment. You will pay in a percentage, minimum 5%, and your employer will pay in 3%. Overall, government minimum rules of 8%. Now, if you pay in more, will your employer match it and give you free money? Is it taxable and kind of salary sacrifice? Or do you set up some kind of standard order direct debit? You contribute more and the government will add tax relief as some kind of a government incentive. Again, look on the gov.uk website for further information about contributions and tax relief. Now, everyone in the UK has an annual allowance, £40,000 a year, or 100% of earnings to that of your current salary if you are earning below that threshold. Set yourself some goals, but make it a promise, make it a lifetime commitment to attain that goal in future. Do an annual review of your pension, how is it performing? Now, it may well be you do it at the start of the year or when you receive your annual statement from your provider. Consider how your funds or portfolios have performed. Are you on track? Now, there will be good years, there will be bad years, but a pension is a long-term investment vehicle. And remain focused and disciplined to your plan. Avoid short-term market sentiment and current events. The idea of a pension is just to switch off and learn about the power of compounding. Some things are out of your control and there is nothing you can do. So just switch off and leave your fund to grow to a considerable amount through the power of compounding. And remember, the earlier you start, the easier it will be to grow a substantial pot of money, all within a tax-free and inheritance tax-free wrapper. Remember, you can retire with a substantial pot of money. You could retire with a pot of worth nearly £1 million. If you create an action plan and if you fulfill your dreams after decades of employment. You can do it if you take the successful steps. Remember, if you like the videos, smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you again in the next video.